No estoy diciendo que sea ahora mismo una posibilidad real. Pero vamos a hablar en los próximos minutos con Alan D. Solomont, es ex embajador de Estados Unidos en España. Hello, good afternoon, Alan.
Hello, nice to be with you.
Thank you for being with us today. Who will be, in your opinion, who will be the main competitors and the main allies of new Trump administration in the next 4 years?
Well, I think that the House of Representatives, the Democratic caucus in the House of Representatives will probably exercise the most influence because they are nearly, the majority that the Republicans have in the House is very thin. To get things done, they're likely to need the Democrats on occasion. And it's quite possible in 2 years, when the next congressional elections take place, that the Democrats will gain the majority, and that will give them control at least of one of the bodies, and that will put them in a position of competing more with the Trump administration over policies.
And how do you expect the relationships in the next years with the Democrat Party?
Within or with the Trump administration?
With the previous administration, let's say. How do you expect this relationship between the two parties in the United States in the next years?
Well, it's been very contentious over the last few years, and the parties have become more polarized than any time that I recall in my lifetime. And when I talk to my friends on the Democratic side of the aisle, there are few instances where they can tell me there was real collaboration between the parties. There is on occasion. I think it's more likely to happen in the Senate. I don't think the Senate is led by quite an extreme leadership in the Republican side, as is the case in the House. But as we've seen already, the Republican caucus in the House of Representatives is very much doing the bidding of the Trump administration, and seems to be coming pushed farther and farther to the right. And I expect that's likely to continue. And although I believe where there is common ground, the Democrats would like to find that and collaborate. But I think the sad reality about our political situation at the moment in the United States is that there is all too little collaboration between the parties. And one of the parties, in my opinion, is controlled by extreme elements. They're certainly not the Republican Party of Ronald Reagan or even the Republican Party of George W. Bush. And so I'm not sure what opportunities there will be to cooperate, but we will see.
Alan, what do you expect from now open conflict now, and what Trump can do when he comes to power?
Well, the presidency has a great deal of power, and he also controls both houses of Congress, even though the majority is very slim on the House side. So he's going to have a lot of power, and he's going to have quite a free hand in doing things. How extreme that will be, I mean, we've seen some hints of it. Some of his nominations for cabinet secretaries are we think very ill-equipped to run these huge institutions. You know, the talk about taking Greenland, either or for that matter, annexing Canada. I mean, these would be jokes if we didn't take Trump seriously about what he could do. And so I don't know. I think Democrats are looking at the future with a certain amount of surprise. Can this really be happening? A certain amount of fear, because Trump has talked about using his presidency to exert revenge and retribution with those he sees as his enemies. And he seems to be moving in a sort of radical direction in terms of policy, you know, falling in love with tariffs and the like. But the American people have elected him. There's going to be an orderly transfer of power on January 20th. And so the people have spoken. And although there's a great deal of anxiety among Democrats about the future, I believe America's democratic institutions are resilient enough so that we will survive this.
Alan D. Solomont, thank you very much for opening a space in your agenda and for being with us today. Thank you very much.
I hope next time we talk, I can talk more hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Thank you very much.
Very
Goodbye.
good. Bye now.